Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to MRC. It is the Qatar Grand Prix, and it is the Tier 3 boys who will be having their go at the race today. I am joined in the comms box by none other than the English/French/Portuguese/any country across the entire planet you like, man. It is Ant. How are you doing tonight? Not too bad. It's been a long day, but we've got some MRC to finish the day off, which we like. Do you know what? I am going to be very, very glad to see the back of this track. It does. There are people who love it. And it's a Marmite track. I don't know many people who think, yeah, it's okay. I find that people either think it's amazing or they're like, get in the bin. Ooh, Ant, apparently you're not audible. Yeah, I will ride on board with Boothie, who is taking us around for the first time, while Ant tries and sorts out his audio. So Boothie comes to the end of the first sector. 27.2 is a very, very nice first sector. So here we go. On the power here, and then you're going to brake just after the 50-meter board, and you need to keep it very, very tight. Get on the power as late as possible so that you don't lose it. Very nice today. You can cut the curbs quite a lot around here. Then a very hard braking zone. Really want to take it in about 4th gear. And then the best part of the track, if you can hook it up, it is the triple right-hander. 7th gear all the way, if you can hook it up right. If not, then you go 6th. Oh, and Boothie invalidates. That is unfortunate. He was... Go on.
You said we can cut the corners a lot on this track, but we will get penalised.
Yep, no, I didn't quite mean cut. I mean, you can sort of take the curbs quite aggressively on this track.
Yeah. It's really tempting because you're not getting punished apart from getting your lap invalidated or getting a warning during the race, and it wouldn't be surprising to see anybody with, let's say, 18 seconds.
Well, let's put it this way: I raced
18 seconds, I think, last night.
Yeah, I raced a different league last night, and I had a whopping 21 seconds of penalties last night. But that's what I get for doing driver comms. It is actually fiendishly difficult doing driver comms. A 22.9 from Connor. Very nice banker lap. My gosh.
And... Oh, okay.
Here comes Haggerboy. With a 22.6! What a lap!
He's taken the page out of Saviour's book there. The mini goats.
He has. That is an unbelievable banker lap. Good evening, Mark Dennison in the YouTube chat. How are you doing tonight? Let's see what Smith F122 can do as he comes to the end of the second sector. 55.5. That's not too bad. Ooh, big kick.
Airways.
Where's
Airways is coming to the end of his lap as well. B17 has invalidated.
On a set of mediums, is this going to be a completely disgusting time on mediums? A 23.9, that's pretty good.
Very respectable.
Very nice on a set of mediums. I'll bring the tires.
Goes into P4. On his,
very nice
just ahead of Airways on his softs.
Let's see if anyone's near the end of the lap.
We've got an Aston Martin. No, he's going to the pits. And what about Geke Matthew?
He's going to the pits
as well, which is lovely.
Sambal's just coming to the end of the second sector with a 55.4. Keeps it nicely inbounds. Yeah, he holds it together for the triple right-hander. Oh, he runs wide, but manages just to avoid invalidation there. I'm not entirely sure how.
He's going to cross the line as well, but... Ooh, it's looking okay, actually.
Very nice from Much Nuts. P5.
Gets him to P5.
And P8 for Sambal. Very nice. B17 has invalidated. Now, B17 was also racing in another league last night, and he looked pretty quick, actually. He was having a very, very respectable race last night.
Yeah, he did have the pace, so at least he'll have gathered some data.
122.6 from Airways on mediums.
On his mediums, yeah.
That is absolute filth.
Another driver who's going to be shooting up the order if he doesn't invalidate his lap is the driver in last position, Aldrich Fabian.
Yeah, he is a man with some rapid pace.
He's very quick.
Let's see where he's going to be at the end of the first sector. Really, you want to be in the 27s at the end of the first sector. 26.9, there you go. I'll say no more. Haas gets out of the way very nicely there, or spun, I'm not entirely sure which. He is taking these curbs very aggressively and managing to avoid... Ooh, I say that and he gets a massive twitch. 54.2, pretty good. Ooh, just manages to keep it inbound.
ERS through this section, which is interesting.
It's very sensible. Oh my gosh, he ran so wide! Oh. That was looking rapid as well. I mean, it's very sensible not to use ERS in the middle sector where there's a lot of corners, because ERS doesn't last a whole lap around here.
It doesn't. But I was surprised that he was saving it in that section, because it's a high-speed section, that triple right-hander.
Yeah, it is, to be fair. But if you've got the speed going into it, then I guess you don't lose too much by turning it off.
I don't know. I've tried a few combinations and it's hard to get a good one.
Yeah, exactly.
You want to get that ERS at the end of the lap.
Yeah, you want to have it for the pit straight. That's where you're going to make the time up.
Yeah.
Everybody's on their out lap.
Quite a few drivers who haven't been able to set it up because of the very, very... How would we say that? It's not strict because it's a white line. It's, let's say, tempting track limits.
Or we could just say bugged.
No, because you're going over a white line.
Yeah, but hear me out.
You need to drive better.
Hear me out.
Be faster, be better.
Hear me out. There are times where you maybe cut the corner by less than a millimeter, and it's like invalidated. And there are times where you cut it with 4 wheels and it goes, yeah, crack on. Explain that one to me.
I think it's all got to do with points of view.
It's bugged. It's just bugged. Mandy says, damn, I think Aldrich was taking tips off you, Simon. Do you know what? Can we move on from the race last night?
Your lead comms tonight. You shouldn't be getting any...
Around lap 8, I kind of decided that it was going to be a fun game to see how many penalties I could rack up.
At least you got a few battles.
Do you know what? I had the most amazing battle with Gav, and I don't say that lightly because Gav is a huge pain in my area, but we had the most amazing battle. It was great. That was the most fun I've had on track in a long time. So, Haggerboy is up by just under a 10th after the first sector. This is a track that ramps up a lot as you go through qualifying. To be fair.
It does. It does. Oh, so much speed going through the corners. A lot of...
oh, and Haggerboy lost it!
Speedy Bullet has gone up to P8, which is really good.
Ooh, very nice. Very nice on a set of medium tyres.
One of the best times.
Haggerboy was disqualified.
Yes, I don't know what happened. He might have been on the in the pit lane, slowing down to let drivers by.
Yeah, no, he was on a lap, Haggerboy, because he spun out.
He was on a lap. That's a weird one.
Do you know what, Mark? Simon, remember we're at Qatar, not Bahrain. Someone did message me yesterday and was like, I thought we were doing Bahrain and have been practicing that for a week. So it happened. You jest, but someone did say that yesterday.
I'm going to tell you something. Well, no, I won't tell you. I'll just let you have a look at Connor, and you'll enjoy it.
He's invalidated! All the abuse I got from him yesterday, and he can't set a valid lap now. I mean, he has set a valid lap, but still.
Yeah, he has.
Is he going to go into the pits, or is he going to go again? He's going to go again. Let's ride on board for a full lap with Connor Hardy.
Car number 3 in P3. He goes again.
Can he beat P3 is the question. Here he goes. We're going to ride on board with Connor here. Yep, pretty good through that.
Aldrich is hating his time around this track. He's been validated again.
Oh,
now he's going to the pits and he's been spinning, well, not spinning, but losing the rear tyres. So he's not enjoying his time around here.
No, he is not. 27.3 for the first sector. He's just down on his time.
He's got to set it up. He's fine.
Very nice lap from Danny.
He was struggling with VRS towards the end as well, so...
Avinash has kicked car 3 out of P3 with a 22.9, beaten him by 1,600. You know what? This has been a valid lap.
Very close.
Oh, and he's invalidated! Unlucky, Connor.
Mind games, mind games.
I'm going to enjoy this because he was doing it to me yesterday. Oh dear. Winky is 3/10 up, and now he's just over a 10th up. I think he might have got caught in a little bit of traffic there.
Winky's leaving the pits now, so...
How did that not invalidate these tracks?
Sorry?
God. Riding on board with Winky and he ran about 18 feet wide in the triple right-hander and it didn't invalidate him.
Probably lifted off enough.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, his lap is not going to be quick, so he must have lifted off a hell of a lot.
Yeah. No, didn't improve on his time, unfortunately. Have we got anyone on a lap? Airways is 1.2 seconds up. Nope. Never mind, he's coming to the end of his first sector. Never mind, the game was lying to me. He's just about a 10th up at the end of the first sector. I was going to say, if he got a 21.4, I'd be done.
In the first sector.
I'd be done if Airways got...
moving Airways to tier 0.
Yeah, literally.
If that happened. Like,
clearly he's a man who can fight with Saviour.
So,
at the end of the second sector, he's nearly 4/10 up. So he is on for pole currently. Takes that very, very nicely. Keeps it in 5th gear around the final corner. Very nice.
That's very high. Whoa. Don't know how he manages that.
22.3, very nice.
B17's coming up to the final corner. He improved by about 3/10, I think, in the second sector. So we'll have to
and a bit of a kick out of the final corner.
Together. Yeah.
23.7, P9 for B17. Very nice lap.
That's really good.
Yeah. We haven't got a lot of people on a lap. Oh, Speedy Bullet is on a lap, and he's half a second up in the first sector.
Rookie's taking the fight to Airways. He's 700ths up.
Ooh.
So that's in the first sector. So he's on his way to take Airways' place. And someone has spun in the middle sector, or at least lost control. It's Avinash.
Speedy Bullet is 8/10 up at the end of the second sector. So this could chuck him into the top 5.
Definitely. Connor, watch out!
Here he comes round the final corner. Again, keeps it in 5th gear. These Tier 3 drivers are very brave around that final corner.
Wookie is coming up to the end of the lap. He lost a bit of time in the middle sector.
P3 for Speedy Bullet.
Oof.
Very nice lap.
Yeah, Wookie has managed to consolidate his P2, but just not enough. Just not enough. 7
that's
tenths
a
missing.
shame.
7 hundredths missing. So who else could be dethroning?
Avinash invalidated the final corner and did a Visa next lap.
Over.
So he is done, unfortunately. Connor's down on his time. But he's gonna get to go again, I think.
I'll tell you who's on a quick lap as well. It's Smith. He's improved by... Oh no, sorry. It's the logo that got me. Sorry.
We'll come back to Connor later on in the lap. Smith's 400ths up out of the first sector.
Aldrich's gone P1.
Ooh, he found a lot of time there. 21.7. Oh my gosh.
I did say earlier on that he was going to get up the order, but yeah.
That is a long way up the order.
That's a Tier 1 time.
That really is. Oh, and Smith lost it. Oh no. So his qualifying's over. Connor's found 4 tenths.
Yeah,
Let's see how he does.
He's setting himself up really nicely here to bottle it.
I mean, if anyone can, it is the bottle job himself. Second up. This could potentially be P2.
I think he'll be the last one. Oh no, he won't be. Ooh, Lost Infinity's improving by a whole second.
How did he keep that in? How did he keep that balance? My God. What's Connor going to manage? 2-1 into P2.
Yeah, that's a very decent time. Well done, Connor. But now we've got Lost Infinity. He was improving by over a second, and he's up to P9. That's really
very
good
nice.
1.
That's a
4.
really good improvement. Mutsnuts up by 2 tenths, so he could nick P9 from Lost Infinity. $22.9 up to P7. Very nice.
And the last one is Biff.
Here he comes. He's going to do something because my screen of me.
No,
P13.
P13.
Very nice indeed. So here is your starting order for the race. Aldrich Fabian comes out of nowhere and blitzes the way to pole, followed by Connor, Airways, Wookie, Speedy Bullet, Avinash, Mutsnuts, RFC Danny, Jamer, and Lost Infinity rounds out the top 10, followed by B17, Smith, Biff, Antoxa, CBG Sambal, Smoggy Ghost, Skeke, Winky, and Boothy, and Hagaboy. Any early predictions for who's going to do well, who could potentially win?
Well, there's no hiding away from the fact that Aldrich's time is absolutely
unbelievable. Yeah.
4 tenths is a massive gap, especially on a track like this where you don't have many braking zones, so you don't have many places where you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But one thing that's very hard to do on this track is to overtake.
Yeah.
And it's to race, and to race around this track, of course you need downforce, but you need a little bit of straight line speed as well to defend and get past. So if he's all about downforce, great, you're going to be quick around the lap, but are you going to be quick against your opponents? This is what we're going to find out.
Yeah, if you run too much downforce, then you're just a sitting duck down that straight, because it is a long straight with DRS.
Yeah. That's where the setup is really frustrating around this track, because you need the downforce. You absolutely need it, but you've got this massive straight, and You're running Monaco level wings on this kind of straight. Just it doesn't make sense, you know.
I had
it's a bit like Spa.
Yeah.
You know, you got half of it is high speed and half of it is downforce.
Yeah. I had a great comment from Fabian, Era Voice, earlier today, who said he wishes he'd had more time to work on his setup because it was so comfortable in the corners, but when he was going uphill, it was like driving a larder. I thought that was great. So let's have a quick look at tyres. So on the mediums, we've got Aldrich, Connor and Airways, Speedy Bullet, Mutt Nuts and Danny, Biff, Sambal and Hagaboy. We've got Lost Infinity on the soft tyres and everyone else on the hards.
Yeah, I really like starting on the hard tyres around this track. I really do. But the problem with it is the safety cars. If we get an early safety car, which I was wishing for last night, well, it just won't work. Because you're going to need a set of tyres to go to the end.
Yeah.
And the mediums won't go to the end. So unless you've got another set of hard tyres, you're fine.
Yeah.
But they'll be hoping for a safety car very late into the race because.
Now you're a man who likes starting on the soft tyre quite regularly as well. I've seen this quite a few times from you. It's a strategy question. I always want to protect myself from the early safety car. Yeah.
I'm not too much of a fan of the softs, but I know I can take them long enough. I can't remember. I think I took them for about 12, 13 laps last night.
I think you took them for 13 because I pitted on my mediums on lap 14 and thought, how on earth is Ant just pitting on the softs? Because my mediums feel like absolute ass at this point.
Yeah, well, it's time management, but if you can make your softs work, it will really open your strategy up. But the best way to open your strategy up is mediums. But there again, it's a bit of a lottery on this game with safety cars. You can have DNFs and nothing happening, and a wing missing, and you get a safety car. Yeah, that's a whole other question. But the cars are forming up on the grid now.
They are indeed.
And Aldrich will be looking to protect the inside as early as he can.
Here comes Hagaboy, just about to pull up to his grid box.
Keep an eye on Lost Infinity as well. Starting on the softs.
So, here we go. We have 2 lights, we have 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and we are away here in Qatar, and it's a very good start from Aldrich Fabian. He gets the jump on Connor. Airways also got an amazing start and is looking to take it to Connor into turn 1, but Connor manages to hold off. Already seen a Haas running very wide.
There's a Williams going off.
Oh, that's Mutt Nuts.
I'm not sure if there was contact or whatever. I just saw him shoot off.
We've got full yellow, so it is already a VSC.
Yeah, that looks like a virtual safety car, yeah. Yep, confirmation.
Turn 1 here is very, very difficult to keep clean, I would say.
Yeah. Well, at least it's a pretty wide corner, so
it is.
You can go side by side.
You can, but because it comes after a bit of a run down to turn 1, I think you're just carrying a bit too much speed, basically. And it's very easy to run wide into someone.
So Aldrich has managed to survive the first turn, and he's about a second ahead. And he's pulling away.
He got a very nice restart out of that VSC. Connor did such a nice restart, but has got himself going quite nicely.
Connor will be pretty happy that there was a virtual safety car.
And another VSC!
Now who's off? I don't know who's off. Doesn't seem like anybody's been off.
No. Winky's in the pits though, so I think he might have got some damage. That could be what caused it.
Yeah, I was saying that Connor will be happy that there was a first virtual safety car and the second one now, because that means that there are that many fewer corners.
Yeah, exactly.
Less to do and less of an opportunity to get a penalty.
Yeah,
But it's
very
inevitable.
true. Muchnuts retired in the pit, so maybe he had rear wing damage.
Oh no. And that's penalising his teammate. You don't like to see that.
No, absolutely not. That's really unfortunate.
Oh no, it's not. Sam Ballard was ahead.
But I tell you what, Aldrich Fabian, already with a 3.5 second gap.
How did that happen?
He is apparently a machine out of these VSC restarts.
Yeah, something's wrong here. 2 seconds. What's happened?
That is
Aldrich,
unbelievable.
Give us your secret.
Yeah, literally, that is the most amazing restart I think I've ever seen.
I think Connor got another warning there.
Ooh, Mr. Hardy, you're going to get a penalty on lap 3. Aldrich Fabian with a 1:28 already. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, the other driver will be setting him. Yep, because they had a longer time around the track.
Airways is really hounding Connor here. Lost Infinity and Avanash having a massive battle here.
Yeah. They've got 3 positions. He's looking to make it 4. But he'll have to be patient into the sector 2.
Yeah, you can't rush a move around here. You've got to be very patient. Ooh, he had half a look.
Sorry.
Oh, big twitch from Avanash.
Yeah, Fabian's got to change tier.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. Up to 4 seconds now.
This is bullying.
I mean, fair play to the man. Absolutely amazing, but yeah, I think he might be a little bit above tier 3. Somehow.
So, as we're on lap 3, DRS has been enabled and Airways is now in a prime position to go and get a move on Connor. So, the important thing at this stage of the race is to remember that the race is long.
Yeah.
And that ERS is a very precious treasure. If you
you don't want to be wasting that around here.
Yeah, you don't want to waste it. So you've got to pick your battles. When do you defend? When do you attack? You need to keep your ERS. You need to have that in your back pocket.
Yeah, because it wears so quickly, even without hitting the overtake button around here.
Yeah. I mean, you can maybe make 1-2% to that. Something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a very precious.
Oh, Lost Infinity is so desperate to get past Avanash. They are having a monumental battle here. I wonder if Lost Infinity is running a bit higher wings because he's had DRS and still hasn't made a move on Avanash yet.
That could be a reason, yeah. It could be a reason, and of course he's got soft tires as well, so there's a difference in grip.
Yeah.
It might be that he doesn't have the wins to get past.
Well, we're about to find out as he comes onto the DRS straight. Oh, and Avanash has a big kick. This could be Lost Infinity's moment. Here he goes.
Yeah, he is struggling with high speed.
He really is, yeah.
With high speed. Talking about Lost Infinity. Avanash knows that this isn't his battle. He's on hard tyres. He's going for the long game. He's going to try and stay behind Lost Infinity and somehow go a bit quicker with him. But yeah, no point in losing time at this stage of the race.
Because the thing is, on soft tyres, yeah, I mean, it can work out, but if you wear those tyres out, you are dedicating to a 2-stop at this point.
Oh yeah, definitely. Unless you go for hard tyres, but...
Even then, if you wear them out quickly, the hard tyres might not even go that far.
I just struggle to imagine it, you know. Hard tyres can go 2 race distances.
I mean, I did 16 laps on them and they weren't feeling great. Maybe I just abused my tyres.
I'll leave it to that.
Let's see if Wookie can make a move on Connor here. He's gaining. He's looking up the inside. No, he backs out.
We've got the 2 Scots.
Lost Infinity's lost out as well. Did Danny get back into his car, I assume?
I think he is, yeah. He just got past Biff as well, so I think he's not an AI anymore.
Good man. Time for a fight back now.
So we've got Speedy Bullet. Wait, we missed something, I think, because Avinash is ahead.
Yeah, Avinash got back past on the DRS straight.
Yep. I think that Lost Infinity is really struggling with his top speed, and a gap's being created now. There's about 6 tenths. Oh, 5 tenths now. Well,
I think he might be starting to experiencing a bit of graining here.
A little bit, yeah. Usually around lap 6, lap 7, you can start feeling a bit of wear on your soft sides if you don't take care of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it will become more obvious in the next couple of laps.
Whereas the hard tyres at this point will be really, really getting comfortable.
Boothie with a time penalty as well.
Do you know what? We're on lap 7 and there's only 2 penalties, so the Tier 3 boys are doing pretty well here.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. I was expecting a few more than that. But you never know. Many might be on 2 warnings, so...
Well, exactly.
By the time this lap ends, you might get 5 or 6.
Yeah.
So, and it'll be a completely different picture.
And if you're me, then you might get 5 or 6 penalties within 1 lap. You just never know.
Oh, well, it happens once, and you learn from it.
Most people do, yes. I clearly don't.
The gap has stabilised at the front. Aldrich hasn't been running away with it as we were expecting him to, and it's actually going down a little bit right now. So, yeah, and he must have heard us because he's now
what tyres are Airways on?
He's DRS a bit.
They're both on the medium, so I don't know, maybe...
Yeah, the same strategy.
Maybe Aldrich pushed too hard at the start, and he's got a bit of graining going on now.
Could be, yeah. And Connor's just out of the DRS range, which is going to leave him very vulnerable. Ooh! Here's another 3-second penalty, so he's going to be vulnerable to Wookiees right at this shot.
As Connor would say.
Exactly.
However, Wookie's top speed doesn't look that good either.
Yeah, I think he's struggling a little bit, yeah, with top speed as well.
Connor closes the door!
Ooh! Yeah, a bit naughty. Naughty Connor.
Maybe a little bit. That was a very aggressive door close. We'll call it more of a slam than a door close, but...
This is a battle we've definitely got to keep an eye on for next lap.
Yeah, we will jump back to that, but Lost Infinity has closed the gap to Avinash again.
He's not giving up. So is it a second... second wind.
Yeah, I think he's through his graining phase probably now.
Yeah.
And has found a little bit more pace. But I wouldn't say he's going to be very comfortable beyond lap 11, really.
Oh no, you don't. He won't be, that's for sure. No, he'll be starting to think about pitting to try and get an undercut on Avinash. Because he might be a bit quicker than Avinash.
Yeah.
But right now, if he wants to be ahead of him, he can't just
Yeah.
stay behind him.
I'll tell you a man
He
who's
needs to
woken
try
up.
the
He's
undercut.
gotten in his car and woken up. RFC Danny is already less than half a second behind Boothie.
Yep, that's
And he
very
gets
quick,
the move
but-
done.
Yeah, is that tactics though? Is that Gav tactics?
Yeah,
Ooh,
Gav
they
had
both
some
slid out.
Gav had some dirty tactics last night, slamming on the brakes before the DRS detection zone. I was like, oh, he's
dear.
letting me past, what a gentleman. And then I was like, oh, I realise what he's done now.
We all know he's not a gentleman. Come on.
Very true, very
At
true.
what point? I mean, I see that. I think, what's he up to? Oh, they're side by side, Danny and Boothie. This is really good. Into turn 4. Oh, good. Danny,
Oh, Boothie's
bailed
from behind.
out
Oh,
of
and there's
it. Oh,
contact!
no! He bailed out of the first one. Ooh,
Boothie
that
ran
was
wide,
ugly.
and yeah, we move on. Biff's got past his teammate now, and so is Gekken and Toxa. Danny's really lost out there.
Yep. And thankfully enough, I think there's no damage.
No, I didn't see any
Yeah.
damage.
I think there isn't any damage. So, Connor's managed, despite all of that battling, he's gone wide and...
Oh, Connor's got a penalty! Well, Mr. Hardy. Will more
How the
be coming?
turntables.
How the turntables. But he's opened up the gap from Wookie quite a bit, to be fair, so he's
Yeah.
looking more comfortable on those mediums.
Despite the battling, he's closed the gap to Airways, so...
I think maybe he's looked after his tyres a little bit better than the people around him.
Could be. Wow, he's really getting up to him now.
So he's
This is going to be a
either...
very interesting end to the lap.
Yeah, he's either looked after them worse and has already gone through his graining phase, or he's a bit of a tyre whisperer and his tyres are doing great.
Smith is trying to get past Smoggy Ghost, and there is a little bit of contact into turn 1. Things stay as they were.
Oh, Smith seems to have a lot more grip, though. Lost Infinity is still just hanging around the back of
Still
Avinash.
holding on, yeah. Yeah, he's losing every last ounce of grip he's got in these tyres.
Through the triple right-hander.
I really love this triple hander. It just feels so good with the amount of downforce we have.
When you get it right, it feels glorious. When you get it wrong, it is a very stressful situation to be in.
Oh.
There's a Red Bull that's gone round.
He just spun around. Yeah, he just spun around.
It was Boothie. Is Lost Infinity going to get the move done? It's going to be a very late one if he does. No, I think Avinash has just done enough to hold him off.
Oh. Smith is giving it another go in P15. Yep, he's just behind him, but I think he's struggling with high speed as well.
Yeah,
It
I
looks
think
like Smoggy Ghost is actually pulling away without DRS.
Yeah,
I know last night Smoggy Ghost had insane, and when I'm saying insane, it's like maybe 15 or 20 miles per hour extra top speed
oh
last
my
night
gosh, what
compared to
wings is he
everyone else.
running around here?
Yeah, I think it's very low winged. But
Danny gets
if he's
past
running the same
Geke,
tonight,
and Lost Infinity gets past Avinash.
all contact between Smith and Smoggy Ghost on the exit of turn 6.
And Jamer's gone
is
through.
One of the 3 Americans is through. Really good overtake.
Very nice.
Yeah, not looking too bad for the Americans right now. P5, P6.
Yeah.
And
Our American
P15, but with a
contingent
stop,
is looking
so-
very nice. Oh, Connor had to defend hard from Wookie there, but manages to keep the place.
Avinash has gone back through again, so...
I think that's going to be going on all the way up until a pit stop. I don't think one person's going to pull away at this point.
Well, we're coming into the pit stop phase now. Lap 12, on softs. I don't know how much usage he's got, but you might need to pit for safety reasons. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. I mean, I went to 14 on my mediums, and that I felt I wouldn't want to take them much further.
Mm-hmm.
So lap 12 is pretty good going on a set of soft tyres.
Last night, my tyres didn't feel... No, they weren't good, of course. 14 laps or 13 laps softs don't feel good. But they still had enough pace to be worth driving on, you know. But the only reason I went to the pits was because I was on 78%. So,
78%?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I wasn't going to be taking any risks with it, you know. So
no.
That's what I'm worried about with Lost Infinity. Hopefully ABS, if he's got ABS, I don't know, but if he's got ABS, that will help him a bit with tyre wear as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is an Aston Martin that spun around.
It's Geke. It's unfortunate.
And Lost Infinity spitting. Oh no, he's not. No, it's the other Mercedes. Sorry, it's Antoxa.
Yes.
And
Getting
that's
off
a
his
very
mediums.
early pit stop. He's on the hards. So is he pitting?
What's he going
he's
on
got
to?
he had a broken front wing.
Ah,
so I guess he's going
that's
on
a
to
shame.
mediums. I guess he's going on to mediums to somehow go to the end of this race. He can, but
Yeah.
it'll be a
Or
challenge.
hope for a late safety car.
Oh, he definitely will, because he's out of the race. Oh,
Yeah.
Aldrich running wide.
3 for Danny.
And the gap is only down to 2 seconds now from Airways.
Oh yeah, Aldrich's fallen off the pace a little bit here. Connor dives into the pits. He's getting off his mediums.
Yep, that's a good bet by Connor. Safety
Well, he'd
cars
fallen.
aren't very common on this track, so
No. He
gonna
also
try
fallen
an
out of
undercut.
DRS of Airways. Wookie was right behind him, so he probably thought, let's just it's
Yep. I
and
think
try
it's a
the
very
undercut.
sensible. Yeah.
Lost Infinity is still going on those softs though.
Yep. Well done to him. I love this kind of performance, and he's still holding on to Avinash. That's the good thing about it.
Yeah.
He's not just dropping off.
I would say it won't be long till
this is-
Avinash pits off his hard tyres, really.
It won't be.
Probably
Won't
lap 15, 16, I would say he'd want to pit.
This is really good. He's only what? He's 14 seconds off the lead, but he's got rotten tyres.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's in the battle for the race win.
No.
I'm not saying it, but he's not that far away considering the strategy he's using, because this will pay dividends in the second stint.
Yeah, I mean, does he go for a soft-medium strategy here if he can take the softs this far?
Mediums will do it. I would go for hards just for safety, you know, and being able to push lap in, lap out. And he is
Airways
pitting.
pitted, so we'll see if the undercuts worked for Connor.
Yep, that's going to be very interesting. He's coming up to the penultimate corner right now, Connor.
Here he comes round the final corner. It is going to be very, very close. Airways is on his way out.
I think that Connor's got him. It's going to be
I'm
close.
not sure. It's going to be so close. I don't think he has got him.
Well, he's got the tyre temperature. He's on the outside, which is the best. Yep.
He's going. Oh, he had to back out.
Sensible. Yep, he had to.
Wow, that was... I thought Connor had him for a second there.
Well done, guys.
Now, Aldrich, based on that, Connor gained a second, basically,
Yep.
from the undercut. Aldrich needs to pit, or he's going to be in a pickle.
Yeah.
Because that
And we don't
undercut
know
is
what
going to
wing
ruin it
levels
for
he's
him.
using.
Yeah, exactly.
So if he's got very
In
high
he
wings,
goes.
he will be vulnerable. And yep. So it's going to be interesting to see what tyres he's going for now, because I think it's too early for the softs, and hards is the best bet for me here from here to the end. But yep, it is hards going on to this McLaren.
I think he might get out ahead here. It is going to be close again.
Well, they've been battling a bit. That'll be helping him. Yep. He's got them.
Yeah, he's out.
Connor's got DRS. Can he do anything to get a move on airways? I think he's too far.
Too far back. But that gap is significantly lower than it was before to Aldrich.
Yep. He'll probably be inside the
Yep,
the
there he
DRS
is.
range towards the end of this lap.
Already in the DRS range now.
Yeah.
Which means
Aldrich is having
Wookie
to do the...
is going to be in a pickle now. Because Wookie stayed out so long, I think he could be undercut quite heavily here.
Yes, definitely. He's going to be undercut. But he's going to try and extend it and have soft tyres for the end.
Yeah, I think that's his
Winky
best option.
Has been speeding in the pit lane. You don't like to see that. That's a very heavy penalty.
Let's have a quick look at penalties. So we've got 3 seconds for Connor,
So are they still
Danny,
doing so well?
Biff, and Toxa, and Jamer. We've got 6 seconds for Geke Matthew. We've got 9 seconds for Smoggy Ghost. We've got 18 seconds for Boothie. He's learning from me. Don't do that, Boothie. And 14 for Winky.
Yep. Well, we've still got nearly halfway to go, so expect 30-second penalties, maybe.
Yep. Wookie's in the pits and has been heavily under. Geke's out. Safety car.
Yeah, on the exit of turn 10.
What a golden opportunity for Wookie.
Yep. He'll be laughing.
He was going to be at least 6-7 seconds behind Connor there. That's played into his hands.
He'll just be regretting he didn't pit a lap later.
Yeah. However, the people in a pickle, RFC Danny, missed the pit lane.
Do you pit if you are any of the top 3?
No.
Because at the end of this safety car period, there will be either 11 or 10 laps to go, right?
I mean, you could go for a set of softs. I'm not arguing with that. Or even a fresh set of mediums.
Set of softs or a fresh set of mediums as well. Which will go to the end and probably give you more grip than a set of hards that's been running around for 3 laps for Connor, for example.
I would say track position is more important here.
Very important.
Because if you decide I'm going to pit and get on a softer compound, and the person behind you doesn't, you have lost it.
Oh yeah, of course.
So I wouldn't risk it. But Connor does!
Yep, Connor's doing it. That's it, Connor, I'm proud of you. You're going for the ant strategy.
Wow, how many places is Connor going to lose here is the question.
I think Danny's going to be pitting, so that's one position he won't be losing. He'll be losing at worst, 4 positions.
He goes for a fresh set of mediums. Speedy Bullet's just coming down the pit lane now. So is Lost Infinity. Avanash is not pitting. So yeah, Connor comes out in P7.
P7 isn't the end of the world, considering he's got more pace than the guys ahead of him. Better tyres as well. He's got the best tyres of the whole grid.
Yeah.
And if he's got a slippery enough setup, he can make his way through the grid.
But I haven't seen, when Connor's been going down the straights, I haven't seen that outright straight line speed.
Gotta agree with you.
The other issue for Connor is that penalty. He's got to make moves, make them quickly, and build a gap. Otherwise, he's just not going to get anywhere from this.
For now, he won't be suffering too much from this penalty because the guys behind him, they don't have penalties. And he'll be pulling away from these guys, apart maybe from Danny because he's quick.
Yeah, he's not going to lose places, I'm not saying that, but I'm not sure how many places he might gain from this. That's what I'm not convinced about. We'll be getting
another lap of safety car.
We will, because Sam Bell's just coming down the pit straight now.
Don't we love these safety car periods, especially around a track which has so much history?
Yeah, all 2 times it's been run in F1. Which I think I more or less covered in my first stream, because I was like, I do my safety car time with Simon, where I ask horrible questions that no one knows the answer to, except here, because there's only ever been 2 races. So, yeah, there's not much to say. The most interesting fact was that Qatar only gets 7 days of rain per year.
And none of them were this week in MRC.
No, indeed, and MotoGP managed to have a wet race in Qatar.
Really?
Yeah. And it had to be postponed by a day because the rain was so heavy. They had to postpone the race by a day. So they raced on the Monday rather than the Sunday.
I'll tell you what, I've already on this game I've already raced around this track with heavy rain.
Why
and
would you
you'll be
do
surprised
that?
how much grip you have. You really do have a lot of grip.
I don't even have grip in the dry. What are you talking about?
Compared to other tracks, let's put it that way.
Okay.
You'll have just about enough grip to make your way around the track.
Here's a fun question for everyone, and the YouTube chat can get involved as well. Ooh. What is the worst track to have rain at?
Oh. The easy answer is Monaco, but I'm not sure. Because the thing with Monaco is that the speeds aren't that high, so braking distances, all of that, you know, you can brake much quicker than on other tracks.
For me,
I think
it's
Baku
Spa.
is not a very nice one. Spa.
Because the first sector is so high speed. It is so easy to lose the car in the rain in that first sector in Spa.
Yeah. Especially out of Eau Rouge, yeah.
Yeah, it is just disgusting. And whenever I see a wet race at Spa, I'm just like, well, I'm out. Okay, it is what it is.
Well, I don't mind it too much. I don't mind it too much at Baku, but... I'll tell you what. Las Vegas.
Have not turned a wheel at Las Vegas.
Well, you don't want to turn a wheel around that track in the wet, I think.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to be turning a wheel anyway, because I'm going to be missing a few weeks of racing coming up, unfortunately.
Oh, that leaves you much more time to make commentary.
And Aldrich has gone! We are racing again! And he gets a very nice restart from Airways, oh my gosh!
Putting away, that's amazing!
He is! That is a heck of a restart from Aldrich. Connor's had a very nice restart, but again, that straight line speed is just holding him back, and Danny looked like he was going to make the move! But Connor closes the door very nicely, and Danny gets 3 seconds, unfortunately.
Someone's got to stop these German drivers.
I know.
I'm sick of them. They're too good.
Wookie has gone through, so is Speedy Bullet, lost him.
So what's happened?
Oh! What happened to Airways?
He was running well wide out of turn 4 and 5.
Oh my gosh!
So
I was not expecting that. Tell you what, Danny is looking super racy at this restart. He is all over the back of Connor.
Oh, it's getting dicey between B17 and Biff. And now Biff and
Jamer
around the outside on turn 10. Well done.
They're still side by side though. 3 seconds for Aldrich. That could be huge.
The hell's a kilometre?
Could you show the tyres? Yes, I most certainly can. There you go. Aldrich needs to open up a pretty hefty gap now.
Somehow the tyres might not be the most relevant metric on this in this race. It's going to be the time penalty, because Aldrich has got his penalty. So he's going to have to create a big gap. And as we saw earlier on, he managed to create a gap early on.
Yeah.
But it stabilised and came down at one point. So Wookie will be pretty confident. He's got the grip right now. He's got the advantage. He's got 4 lap old mediums over 5 lap old hards. This is when you can make the difference. He's got to get into Aldrich's DRS range.
Yeah.
And just hold on to it and stay within those 3 seconds. I think it's 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And there is a yellow though in sector 2.
Smit, unfortunately.
So yeah,
oh, Danny sends up the inside of Connor, but Connor manages to hold on. And RFC Danny's lost out a little bit, and Airways is right on the back of him now.
It's so hard to go on for a move on this track. If you go for a move and it fails, you get vulnerable to the car straight behind you.
Yeah, exactly that.
It's a really hard track to manage your race around, because you want to get those moves made, but if you get it wrong, you lose that so much.
Also, following a dirty air on this track is absolutely horrid.
I find it okay.
Well, good for you. You just seem to find everything okay.
No. Many things I don't enjoy, but yeah. Well, that's yeah. Anyway, no, I think that the amount of downforce, maybe he doesn't run enough downforce, but the amount of wings we run on this track, I think it really helps with the...
I was running 43.38, so I was on the lower side of what you probably should be running here.
Yeah. I can understand that you were struggling then with dirty air.
In clean air, I was fine, and I actually felt perfectly comfortable. Smoggy Ghost is out now, and it's another safety car!
That's a strange one.
Connor says, oh no!
Yeah, Connor will be hating this, because this is too few laps to make moves on the cars ahead of him, so... Yep, and he's been managing his... Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, he has been managing his DRS pretty well as well, so...
Question is, do the leaders pit this time?
No, you can't. You can't. Because the whole grid is really packed up.
Aldrich pits!
So...
Wookie doesn't!
No way. Maybe I think he's too scared. Yep, and nobody's pitting.
No, only Aldrich pitted. Danny's pitted. And he got 5 seconds in the pit lane!
Oh, this is a... Oh, yeah.
It's gone from bad to worse for Aldrich Fabian. Oh, no.
Okay, so... There is a flaw in these Germans.
Yeah, it's called the brake pedal.
Take note, everyone. Take note.
Oh dear!
He comes out in 9th position with an 8-second penalty.
Lost Infinity has popped in the YouTube chat, excuse me, do not text and drive, saying, soft to medium is working for me. It really is. Well done, sir. Up to P3 and a magnificent drive.
Yeah, I love that. You took the risk, you drove really well, made those tyres work, and the safety car was favourable for you, so you created your own luck. That's how I would put it.
Look who's behind Lost Infinity for about the 23rd lap in a row.
Yeah, I think, there's no separating these guys.
It's just been a non-stop battle for these two. Unbelievable.
I can't help but feel sorry for Aldrich.
Yeah, honestly.
This is where I don't enjoy these late safety cars, you know.
Yeah.
Such a good race. I mean, he got a 3-second penalty. and it's so hard to not get any penalty on this track. And
Yeah.
by the way, well done to everyone who's still got a clean sheet.
Absolutely.
But yeah, he's been driving so well, so quick, and for a strategy, whatever, you go down to 9th position with an 8-second penalty.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy that at all.
No, it's
Because
not
he doesn't
nice.
deserve that.
It's really, really
But
unfortunate.
credit to the guys who stayed up front.
Yeah. Proving
We'll
that
have
clean driving pays
5
off.
racing laps.
And Biff gets a penalty under safety car. That is unfortunate.
How did that happen?
He doesn't have a Delta. I don't believe. So he's still trying to catch up, so he just ran a bit wide.
I've only got 6 seconds on my screen. So it must have been cutting the corner.
Yeah. No, that was what I meant. It just said Biff 3-second time
Okay.
penalty. So because he was trying to catch up, he just ran a bit wide, unfortunately.
Oh, okay. Well, he's caught up to the back of the field, so
He has, so it should be
We've
at
got-
the end of this lap.
yes, it will be. Yeah. No worries about that.
Tell you who's very unfortunate is Winky, who's fought himself all the way up to P10, had a very nice
Oh,
recovery
yeah.
drive, but he's got 14 seconds of penalty.
Yeah.
That's really unfortunate.
Well, if I were him, I might. Yeah. I probably would have picked a lap or a lap or two ago just to get rid of 5-second penalty.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I don't think that it would cost him that much.
No.
know,
Josh
being
Issy says,
4 or
great
5
race
cars
from
behind.
Hackerboy. Yeah, Hackerboy's had a great race.
Yep.
He's come from
Yep.
P20,
After getting,
he's up to P8, and he's looking pretty comfortable because all the 3 behind him all have penalties.
Yep.
So very,
Looking
very
promising from
respectable
here.
drive. And if he can have a good restart and a good final 5 laps, he could be in a shout of the top 5 here.
Oh yeah, you never know. Drivers battling up front. You never know.
The man who needs to get his foot down now is Mr. Hardy. Needs to make some moves and build a gap.
The Americans are doing well.
Americans
2,
do
3,
very,
6.
very well. So when's Wookie gonna go? He has gone.
Well done.
Not built a massive gap to Speedy Bullet, but I think done just enough. Lost Infinity had a great restart. But again, just doesn't have the straight line speed. Or Speedy Bullet's spamming his ERS. It's one or the other. Oh, Connor seems to have the grip on Avanash, but Avanash is just putting his car exactly where it needs to be.
Ooh, Connor nearly touched Avanash there, and he's trying to go back, but I don't know what his real name is. Anyway, Jamer. Ooh, another. Oh no! This is pain. This is pain. Yeah.
Oh, and Connor runs super wide. And he gets another 3 seconds.
And loses the position.
He's side by side with James. It's not over yet.
Ooh,
But he
this is very
backs
nice,
out.
though.
Very nice move from James.
B17.
Oh, big contact from B17. Oh, and another one.
Oh, and he's spun around. Oh no!
Oh, and he's lost his front wing.
No. Connor's hit the wall. I don't know how he managed that, but.
Oh, and it's
Oh.
VSC on lap 25.
Oh no, yeah, Connor didn't deserve that. He had a good
No.
race too, but yeah, oh, I don't like that.
That's so unfortunate.
Yeah, well, he won't have any other choice than to pick.
No. Go for
And
fastest
that
lap,
proves
and you can take something away
season
from it.
is over. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that
Oh,
is
well.
a shame, though. 2 of our top drivers for most of the race, both just out of it now.
On another note, the race is still on up front, and the virtual safety car might be finishing very soon because it's been on for about half a lap now, so
Yeah.
be ready everyone, and don't forget to leave a like.
Connor's DNF'd in the pits. Yeah, that is very unfortunate. This VSC is staying out for a little while, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's nearly been a lap now, so...
Any minute, safety car, come on. Aldrich,
Oh.
Fabian mistimed his restart! Oh, Aldrich!
This is a nightmare. It's gone from us complaining about Germans to...
It's all gone wrong.
Yeah.
But you know what it's like when you get a penalty and then you get in your head and you get flustered and it all just goes very, very wrong.
Yeah,
Lost
when it
Infinity's
rains, it
lost a
rains.
few places there, down to P7.
Well, he's going to have to serve this penalty or he's going to be disqualified from the race.
Yeah.
There aren't enough laps to just stay out.
No.
And to be fair, serving the penalty is quicker than receiving a
Danny's
30-second
out
penalty.
now as well!
That's a weird one. What's happened there?
That's a very odd place to go.
And Lost Infinity as well. What? Ooh, what happened between them?
Oh no. Oh, it's all
Right.
gone very, very wrong.
Someone who's going to be very happy though, it's Avinash. He's in a
Yeah.
podium position right now.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
Hagerboy is looking for a P4, net P4 at the moment.
yeah,
From starting last.
that is a monumental drive from Hagapoy.
As Airways goes through.
Very nice indeed.
That wasn't through the easy overtaking spot. So credit. What about Sambaldo? This is the closest battle, I think, with this. He might not try anything because the cars ahead of him have got penalties.
Yeah,
So that would leave him up to P8.
it would, yeah.
Oh, Hagerboy's losing a lot of time. What's
He
happened
is.
to him?
His
Has he got
tyres
any
have
damage?
dropped off a bit of a cliff, possibly. Or he's
Yep,
got that
yep,
invisible
I think
damage.
you're right.
Aldrich Fabian up to P2, though. He has some monumental pace on this restart. It's just
Yeah,
a shame about the
well, yeah.
penalties.
Fabian, if you can hear us, serve your penalty. 'Cause
Yes,
You can, yeah, serve your penalty.
because it'll just DSQ you, mate.
Yeah, it'll DSQ you, and you might not be able to make any positions up, but you won't finish any higher if you get DSQ'd.
Yeah, exactly.
Winky's up to 20 seconds now with penalties.
Oh, Winky. Another man who is just following in my footsteps. I've told you all, it's not sensible.
Yeah, but nobody can reach your heights.
He's only a second off. There is time yet that he could exceed what I managed.
A second is an eternity in Formula One.
It is, to be fair.
No, ooh, look at this. J-Mo, ooh, yeah,
Lost
bit of
out to
sun
Airways,
outside and
yeah.
going into the triple hander. It's going to be very hard for him to make any move, and it's probably not wise to try and move because he's going to lose
No.
time on the cars behind.
Aldrich, is he gonna... He hasn't
Oh, I think
served it.
he hasn't. Oh, I think it's going to DNF him.
Yeah, I
He'll be
think this
very
is...
lucky if
Yeah,
it doesn't. He'll be very lucky if it doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
DSQ.
That's a shame.
That's a
a
real
good
shame.
race
He was
from
having
him.
a great race. But that
Yeah, and
puts
he
Speedy Buller and
clearly had the pace. He
Avinash
made.
onto the podium.
Yep. Does. And Airways is not going to give up. I think this is the battle to follow for the end of this race.
I tell you what, one more DNF, and despite 20 seconds of penalties, Winky has somehow scraped a point out of this.
Well,
Let's all
fingers
keep it
crossed
nice
we
and
don't
clean.
have any more DNFs.
No.
We've only got 12 drivers, come on. Airways is trying to position his car differently, and Avinash, I think he's got a
Sambal's
warning out of
gone
that
off.
corner. Oh, yeah.
But hasn't DNF'd, so it's all fine.
And I tell you what, Airways is smiling right now because he can see that Avinash is flashing away, and he's got 43% of ERS left. He's going to use it all on this last race with DRS. He's laughing away.
Can he get it done on the straight though? Here he comes.
Oh!
Avanash's got a good exit. J-Mo's out! What's happened?
Oh,
Airways
no.
gets the
Gets
podium.
such a good race. Airways gets the podium. Well done to him.
Hagaboy P5 and Toxa P6. Here comes
Which
Biff
means that
P7.
Winky...
Scrapes a point! Oh my goodness gracious me! P9 on track. P10 after penalties.
Oh no, okay.
We wait patiently to see if Smith's done enough to nick the final points position from Winky. Has he done it? He has!
I think it's... Oh my goodness, is it
He
11,000?
got P10! He scraped P10 away from Winky.
Is it 11,000? That's the MRC
Oh!
standard finish line photo finish.
Oh my gosh, well let's watch
Isn't
the
it,
podium
Chris?
celebrations. As Wookie takes the win, and what a race from Wookie it was. Fair play. Mighty fight back from Airways in P3. And a great showing from Speedy Bullet, who, I might be wrong, but I think that's his first podium in MRC.
Podium. I think it is, yeah. I can't remember seeing him on the podium.
So well done to him as well.
Yeah, doing it in Tier 3.
So here is your provisional, obviously we've got Student, your provisional finishing grid. Wookie finishes in P1, followed by Speedy Bullet and Airways on the podium. Then we've got Avinash, Hagaboy, and Toxa, B17, Biff, Sambal, and Smit, followed by Winky, Jamer, Lost Infinity, RFC Danny, Connor, Smoggy Ghost, Boothie, Geke, Muchnuts, and Aldrich. So, it was by 10. Oh my gosh, Smith got a 42.166 and Winky got a 42.17. That is the 1100ths.
11,000 is the Chris and Sadie gap.
No! Oh, that's gutting. But yes, who is your driver of the day, Ant?
It's a tough one because, again, the obvious one is Hagaboy because he came from way back up to 5th, but I really enjoyed Lost Infinity's stint on the soft. He made it work.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened at the end there. Probably don't want to know.
No, probably not.
But I've got to give it to Hagaboy because he got the result in the end, and yeah, he just stayed quiet and got the result. What about you?
I have to agree with you. Hagaboy, what a race. Coming from P20, just kept it quiet, kept it clean, and the result came. So a massive well done to him. So thank you all.
Mini doing it in the McLaren.
Yes, indeed. So thank you all for joining us. We are done with Qatar. We are all very, very relieved to hear. We will be back on Friday with MRCX at 7:30 p.m, where we will be driving around the circuit of the Americas, the second time out of 3 times that we will be in America over 2 seasons. We hope you will join us then, and thank you for joining me in the comms box, and it's been a pleasure.
Oh yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see what might change in the results. But yeah, it was a really good race to commentate on. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was great fun. No, it was great to have you, and thank you all for joining us. As I said, we'll be back on Friday at 7:30. We hope to see you all then. Good night.